Well, welcome everybody here to Garrard County as we get ready to host Garrett High School Baseball. Garrard County hosting Danville tonight. My name is Jeff Jacobs, and I wouldn't want to be anywhere else on this windy Tuesday evening than right here, bring you some high school sports. A little rusty, you could tell, getting off the start here, but we're raring to go. Get this first look at this great Garrard County high school baseball team. They're off to a terrific start. District action going on, and I'm telling you, folks, let me tell you, it's windy. Did I mention that?
It's a little windy.
It is blowing, but that's all right. We've got everything hunkered down, and we're going to get you ready for a little high school baseball right here across the Golden Line Sports Network, so stick around. Garrard County Athletics is proudly sponsored by the Bob Allen Motor Mall, Central Kentucky Federal Savings Bank, the Irving Group Realtors and Auctioneers, Danville Office Equipment, First Southern National Bank, Garrard County Health Department, Sutton Pharmacy, Farmers National Bank, Marksberry Farm, DocuBit, and Whitaker Bank.
Bob Allen is a proud sponsor of Garrard County basketball. Shop Bob Allen for a winning selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, all deal-maker priced. Click and save today at boballenmotormall.com.
At Central Kentucky Federal Savings Bank, we understand the meaning of commitment, hard work, and extra effort. Just like our Golden and Lady Lion teams, we're proud to be part of the tradition that makes our community special. Central Kentucky Federal Savings Bank, your hometown friends, your hometown bank.
Welcome to the Digital Radio Nation, WMSM.
Are piles of paper cluttering your office? Old hard drives holding sensitive data? Let DocuBit come to the rescue. We're the trusted local experts in paper and hard drive destruction. Visit DocuBit.com for more information.
Hey, I'm Micah Wade. I'm a lender at First Southern National Bank in Lancaster. I'm excited to serve the Garrard County community. Good luck to all of our athletes this season. Go Lions.
Danville Office Equipment is proud to be the area's premier partner in providing office solutions and supplies. From businesses, schools, to home offices, we take pride in helping our neighbors be more productive. Danville Office Equipment, Danville, Lebanon, and Somerset.
Buy local, eat well at Marksberry Farm. From our restaurant, butcher shop to our wholesale meat sales, our passion for healthy food and environmental stewardship shows in everything we do. Come taste for yourself or shop online. See our story at marksberryfarm.com.
At Farmers National Bank, we understand the unique needs of our community, whether personal banking, business banking, or agriculture. We're here with you every step of the way, enhancing lives and empowering communities. Farmers National Bank, your lifetime bank.
Sutton Pharmacy, friendly service from people you know. Generations of serving our community, immunizations, prescriptions, and so much more. Sutton Pharmacy, friendly service from people you know.
What makes Whitaker Bank uniquely Kentucky?
We're here to provide you friendly expert service on a wide range of products.
We're your neighbors, committed to investing in our community.
Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky.
Hey, I'm Maria Montgomery, and you're watching Main Street Media TV.
We are live here on Main Street Media TV on the Golden Line Sports Network. And folks, we are in for a treat today as we've got high school baseball district action here tonight between the Danville Admirals and your Garrett County Golden Lions. Danville comes into today's matchup with an overall record of 9-11, 2-2 in district competition. The coach of Danville is C.J. Lynn. C.J. was a former Garrett County coach, Garrett County teacher, led the baseball program here and led the 2015 team to have an unbelievable and amazing season. Lost in the regional championship game to eventual state champion West Jessamine. I've been at Garrett County for a long time. One of the losses that we've experienced that still hurts today because I feel like Garrett County was that close to not only winning a region but a state championship that year. Garrett County comes into today's matchup with an overall record of 14-4, 2-0 in district competition. Had both games a couple of weeks ago with Boyle County rained out. Will be made up here very soon. Garrett County comes into the matchup ranked number 2 in the region, number 16 in the state, getting it done. Also, what a week for the Garrett County baseball program as Merritt Graham signed with LMU yesterday, and head coach T. Ellis gets married during the season. So how about that? So, hey, folks, we have got a treat today. We have got some guests that's going to join us throughout our broadcast. Number one, our main man, Scott Boland, is not with us today. So just for everyone at home that's used to listening to Scott do play-by-play, one thing's I'll tell you behind the scenes, Scott's got a little thing in his contract that says when it's under 70 degrees and it's outside, he don't show up.
Boy, and that ain't no joke either.
And if Scott liking the warm weather and not the cold weather, it's probably a good game for him not to be here with the wind that's going on here.
Absolutely.
So I'm joined here, Garrett County High School senior Jabe Moore. Jabe, I'm about to bring you in here in a second. We're also going to be joined by State Representative David Mead throughout the broadcast here as well. So going back to my man Jabe, excited to have you kind of have your debut broadcast here today.
Thank you for having me.
So kind of talk to us a little bit about kind of who Jabe is.
I'm a senior at Garrett County. Play soccer. I play tennis too. I've been going to Garrett County my whole life, and I wanted to be a sports journalist in college at UK, and just love the game of sports, and I always try to be in it.
Man, I love hearing that, Jabe. Talk to us a little bit about how the soccer season kind of finished up this year.
Well, we started off hot. I think we were like 4-0, 5-0, and then we hit a road bump, and then what our whole goal was the whole year was to make it to region and be that first team. But unfortunately, we just came up short. We put in a lot of work, and I love my senior season. I wouldn't trade it for nothing. So we had a really good year. One of the things, Jabe, and kind of going back to folks that if you remember our fall sports preview show, we had Coach Moss and Jabe, and we had a couple other seniors with us that night or that day. And I just got such a sense of how connected the team was, how close the team was, almost kind of like a family. Absolutely.
The team was.
Yeah, we spent every minute with each other. So we try to be a family because, you can have all the skill in the world, and then it's all about your chemistry at the end of the day, and that's what we had. So we just bonded so well with each other. Our head coach really did a great job with that, always included everybody, and not just JV and splitting JV and varsity up. We were all together all the time. So.
And that is what makes high school sports and athletics so special, folks, is we all want to win. If we're keeping score, I want to win.
Absolutely.
The only thing I ever learned from losing is I didn't like it.
Absolutely.
However, that's the most important aspect.
Yep,
is kind of growing up and learning the concept of team and kind of having your brothers and really kind of making those lifelong bonds. So I love the connection that I felt. Jabe, tennis, how's tennis going?
We're actually doing really well. We got a new coach this year, and he came in and he's taught us the game, and he's been really calm with it.
So let's brag on our coach. Who's our coach?
Micah Wilder. He has 2 sons, Jacob and Timmy, and they're really good. We went from, I think, winning 1 game last year, and now we've won like 4 or 5.
Wow.
And me and Jefferson, one of the buddies I play soccer with, we're 7-2 in doubles, so we're doing really well this year. And it's for something I'm just picking up, and just to play a sport, I've actually honestly loved it, and I would love to play a lot longer, but I can't. So.
It's a fun sport.
Absolutely.
It'd be a little hard to play in this weather today, wouldn't it? What do y'all think?
Yeah, you see them cancel games in the sun, and I'm like, what the crap, man?
Oh, yeah. I would say returning to serve would be pretty difficult today, Jeff. What do you think?
Well, I tell you, with baseball, we love doing these games, but you know me, I get frustrated because we're behind the net. Okay, I don't like shooting to the net, but that's kind of how we had to do this, and hopefully up in the new facility, we might have a little spot a little
I think
higher.
we're going to have
where
a spot. You got some connections, Jeff.
Yeah, we can shoot around the net. So I'm always that and the wind today. So, but we are delighted to be here, and let's take our first break.
Let's do it.
We'll come back and get this party started right here from the BP Studios, Countryside BP Studios. Stand by.
Bob Allen is a proud sponsor of Garrett County Basketball. Shop Bob Allen for a winning selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, all deal-maker priced. Click and save today at boballenmotormall.com.
At Central Kentucky Federal Savings Bank, we understand the meaning of commitment, hard work, and extra effort. Just like our Golden and Lady Lion teams, we're proud to be part of the tradition that makes our community special. Central Kentucky Federal Savings Bank, your hometown friends, your hometown bank.
Welcome to the Digital Radio Nation, WMSM.
Are piles of paper cluttering your office? Old hard drives holding sensitive data? Let DocuBit come to the rescue. We're the trusted local experts in paper and hard drive destruction. Visit DocuBit.com for more information.
Hey, I'm Micah Wade. I'm a lender at First Southern National Bank in Lancaster. I'm excited to serve the Garrett County community. Good luck to all of our athletes this season. Go Lions.
Danville Office Equipment is proud to be the area's premier partner in providing office solutions and supplies. From businesses, schools, to home offices, we take pride in helping our neighbors be more productive. Danville Office Equipment, Danville, Lebanon, and Somerset.
Buy local, eat well at Mark's Berry Farm. From our restaurant, butcher shop, to our wholesale meat sales, our passion for healthy food and environmental stewardship shows in everything we do. Come taste for yourself or shop online. See our story at marksberryfarm.com.
At Farmers National Bank, we understand the unique needs of our community, whether personal banking, business banking, or agriculture. We're here with you every step of the way, enhancing lives and empowering communities. Farmers National Bank, your lifetime bank.
Sutton Pharmacy, friendly service from people you know. Generations of serving our community, immunizations, prescriptions, and so much more. Sutton Pharmacy, friendly service from people you know.
What makes Whitaker Bank uniquely Kentucky?
We're here to provide you friendly expert service on a wide range of products.
We're your neighbors, committed to investing in our community.
Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky.
Hey, I'm Maria Montgomery, and you're watching Main Street Media TV.
Welcome back to the BP Countryside Studio here on Main Street Media TV and the Golden Line Sports Network. We are minutes away here from district baseball action. So, Jay, talk to us a little bit about your senior at the high school. Man, the baseball team is having a heck of a season coming into the game, 14-4. Kind of talk to us a little bit about kind of what it's like kind of being part of the school and seeing how much success this team is having.
Absolutely. They've been killing it, as they did last year with being regional runner-ups. So, I mean, it's kind of good having a team to cheer for that's, rocking it like they are. And they always have good camaraderie about them because they know they're good, they play with respect, and they just enjoy it.
Yeah, I tell you, it definitely having a magical season tonight. Merrick Graham is going to be on the hill for Garrett County. We mentioned Merrick earlier. Merrick signed with LMU this week, comes in to the matchup here with an ERA of 1.37, has pitched 46 innings. One of the things that Coach Ellis talked about, which I almost couldn't believe, is Merrick has 86 strikeouts and has only walked 7 batters.
That's fantastic.
So flat out getting it done.
Yep.
Folks, I mentioned earlier we're going to have some royalty on the air with us here tonight, and royalty has joined us with House Representative David Meade. So, David, appreciate you joining us here on the broadcast here today.
Well, thank you for having me, Caleb. I'm not sure about royalty, but I'm here tonight anyway to support this baseball team.
Well, you kind of got a little bit of a vested interest on the baseball team, don't you?
I'm a little biased, that's for sure.
Well, we've got an individual in the start lineup here playing left field. His last name is Meade.
Yeah, I think that is correct. Yes.
So, David, talk to us. We got a lot of time here tonight to kind of talk a little bit about some of the things that I heard you speaking at the Chamber of Commerce today. But kind of talk to us about kind of what it's like being a father of a player on this team and how great of a team or great of a season this team has had so far.
Well, I've got to follow a lot of these guys since they were very young because of Caleb playing baseball with them as they grew up, and this is a team that has a lot of talent. They work very well together, and today Judge Executive Rue Elliman and I were talking about teams and how they need to have that fire, and if they get beat, it needs to hurt them, and this team gets hurt when they get beat. They get to really get down on themselves if they get beat sometimes, but they take it hard and they come back willing to play and fight the next game.
Yeah, and I love that. I mean, that's exactly what you want to see in a team. Jay, you talked a little bit earlier about the connectiveness on the soccer team this year.
Absolutely.
And what David kind of talked about was almost like similar approach, how connected this baseball team is, right?
Yeah, you got to be connected. And that's, like I said, you can have all the skill in the world, but if they're not connected as each other, they're going to lose. I mean, as you see a lot of times, a team can have as much skills in the world, and then they don't play well with each other, they're not going to win in the end. So that is the most important thing by far.
That's right. Folks, we are moments away here from first pitch here, again, for this Titanic district matchup here between Garrett County and Danville. The leadoff batter for Danville is J. Dismute. He's a center fielder. He's batting .238 on the season for Danville.
Ooh.
Kind of starts the pitch there with, was that a fastball there?
Yeah, that's what it looked like.
Yeah, it looked pretty fast to me. So starts off here with a 0-1 count. Merrick starting off with a strike. Says if he can do it once, he can do it again.
Let's go one more time.
Let's go. I kind of like where this is heading, folks. Merrick kind of getting into his routine here on the mound. Man, what a talented pitcher Merrick Graham is. Folks, 3 strikes, our 3 pitches, 3 strikes. We got our first out.
It's 1/3 of a perfect inning.
Well, Jabe, I'll be honest, when I go to a baseball game, like if I go to the Reds, I'm always wanting to see a no-hitter or a perfect game. And I always say, well, there goes the no-hitter.
I'm quite the opposite. I like seeing the runs.
So the second batter here for Danville is Hayden Foster. Hayden is a starting shortstop and is batting .333 on the for the year. One of the things I noticed, folks, I'm not Scott Boland, so I do homework, and I mean I come in here spitting facts here tonight. Danville's 2, 3, and 4 batters really nice stats for the year. Foster's batting .333. Spears, I mean the stats say he's batting .608.
I think he leads the state.
Oh my
I think he does.
Goodness. And then their 4-hole hitter is Gale batting .444. So their 2, 3, and 4 is really talented. So the ball's hit. The second baseman there, Hayden Elwin. Ball kind of gets loose. Foster is safe there at first.
Now batting number 2, Fox.
So one of the things I've always thought about with our baseball field, how the sun sets in the west. Sometimes that sun kind of gets in your eye right there.
I don't know how they see the pop-ups,
Oh,
honestly.
I agree.
I've always wondered how they just catch it so smoothly, and I'm like, there's no way I could catch that.
So as my main man Jay Moore just mentioned, Fox Spears steps into the zone here to bat. Batting .608 for the year.
He's a fantastic soccer player too, as a baseball player too. He's good at both.
Wow. And I mean, we're also going to see him on the mound today, and his ERA is 1.25.
Wow.
Good athlete here.
He's been very good the last several years, but he just continues to improve.
Yeah, he's a junior, so we've seen him the last couple of years here competing for Danville. Count is 1 ball, no strikes. Pitch was kind of up and outside. 2-0 count here. And I'm sure Merrick is being careful. That's a good hitting count there.
It looked like he's getting a steady diet of fastballs.
Oh,
right
yeah,
now, so
that's right.
He'll land one. Nice.
Good breaking ball there.
When he gets his rhythm, he's hard to hit.
So Scott Boland just confirmed. He says, speaking from experience, there's no harder place to play in baseball than the right side of that field at Garrard County when the sun's going down.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I said it at the Chamber. Scott Boland has such a strong arm, they played him at second base in high school.
That's usually where they put the best arm at.
You said it, James, not me. So count now is 3-1.
He's definitely pitching away from you.
Yeah, definitely don't want to get the ball in his hitting zone. It's pretty smart on Merrick.
Yeah.
Kind of walked him.
Lefty on righty too. So
Oh yeah, that's right.
I always give the left-handed batter an advantage right there.
So you got a runner on second and a runner on first for Danville. The cleanup hitter for Danville is Wyatt Gale, batting .444. He's the starting catcher. So, man, you've got a heck of a pitcher-catcher matchup here, our tandem here for Danville. So, again, Merrick, being the outstanding baseball player he is, he's got a high baseball IQ. So I'm sure he kind of understands kind of what the stats and what the hitting percentages of these young men for Danville is here today.
Yeah, he's very smart. He's got a 32 on the ACT too. So
good Lord,
near perfect.
Well, David, I told Scott Graham today I made a 32 as well, but I took it twice and added up my scores.
Yeah, I'm about there.
32.
So you didn't make a 32 either, David?
No.
Oh, wow.
Ball's hit hard in the right field.
Play at the plate.
Yeah, might have a play in the plate. Hit the lead off there. Danville scores a run. So Foster comes in and scores the first run for Danville. Danville going up 1-0. You got a runner on first and third now with 1 out.
Looking for a double play ball right now.
So now you got Zane Ford coming in for Danville. One of the things that, again, Danville, their 2 and 3, 4 hitters are really talented. And as the lineup goes, the hitting percentage just kind of goes down with it as well. So Ford comes into tonight batting .250 for Danville. Ford is the starting right fielder for Danville. First pitch is a ball. Count is 1-0.
It must be hard to play in this wind. Right
Oh,
here
my
too.
goodness. Yeah, I hadn't even thought about that, Jay. I'm sure it is.
Wind is definitely blowing out for a right-handed batter.
Oh, yeah. You can kind of lift that up in the air and let that wind take care of business.
Yeah, that's one of the crazy things about baseball I see is you see maybe a routine pop-up and the wind will just take it and put it right on over the fence. I couldn't imagine being a right fielder and just see the ball just carry and the wind take it.
Count now at 3-0. Again, runners on first and third for Danville. 1 out, top of the first. Danville 1, Garrard 0. There we go.
Good pitch.
Yep.
It's like inside there.
Just got to settle down. Trust your arm. Merrick Graham, as I tell you, he's one of the best that's come through here. There ain't no doubt about that.
I believe it. And has been for about 4 years, 5 years now. I think he held back, so 5. Yeah, he's been fantastic.
Nice player.
Absolutely. Got his 300th strikeout a couple weeks ago with Russell County.
Man, that's impressive.
You don't see many of those.
So Ford walks. You got bases loaded now. Top the first, one out. Dyron Moody comes to the plate for Danville.
Yeah, he's got some power.
Yeah, he's got power. I think I actually coached Moody in Little League Baseball in Danville one year. Really good young man. I think his grandmother and I spent some time together. So I think he's I think he's a really talented player. I think he's a sophomore.
I think so.
Yeah, sophomore, 6'2", 230-pound sophomore. Good athlete coming into tonight, batting .260 for Danville. And like you said, he does have some power. He has one home run for the season, has a couple of doubles and a triple on the season here.
Coach Ellis just stepped out to the mound there to have a talk.
Yeah, kind of calm him down a little bit.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So again, Danville's got the bases loaded here. Top of the first. Danville 1, Garrett County 0.
Nice pitch.
Oh, yeah. Merritt goes back to that fastball. Gets it past Moody. Starts to count. No balls, 1 strike. I'll tell you what, in baseball, it's all about getting ahead in the count,
Yeah.
And for the batter and the pitcher, kind of using that count to your advantage. Ball was low. The count now is 1 ball, 1 strike on Moody.
Again, they've been having trouble hitting his fastballs.
Yeah. Kind of hard to catch up with that.
Yeah, 90 miles per hour really don't come too easy.
So now you got 1 ball, 2 strikes. Strikeout here would be big for Garrett County.
Absolutely.
He's going to drop.
Yeah, that's going to be trouble there. Hayden Edelman gets the ball, kind of runs it back in place. Moody just kind of made contact and kind of found the spot where Garrett County wasn't there. So
absolutely
puts it in right field on a little bit of a blooper there. Danville gets a run in. Still has bases loaded with 1 out. Top of the first, Danville 2, Garrett County 0. Noah Cross is coming to the plate for Danville. He's a starting third baseman. He's batting .156 on the season. Man, I tell you, I can see that movement. I don't know if that wind's got a lot of
speed.
Yeah, that wind really looks like it's playing with the ball a little bit.
It does have a good break on it, that's for sure.
Yeah, it sure does. Merritt gets a much-needed strike. Now you got 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch is low. Now you got 2 balls and 1 strike. And again, one of the things we talk a lot about baseball, strikeout is really big here because it's kind of you kind of get a much needed out, and they don't get Danville doesn't get the opportunity to kind of advance runners and kind of get another run in.
Absolutely.
As
long as they can put the ball in play, they'll be all right.
That's right. First and third is kind of playing in, trying to prevent the run. Second and short for Garrett is kind of playing for a double play. I kind of like this guy's strike call. That was a little bit. It took a little time, didn't it?
He made sure it was there.
Yeah, I like it. So strike there from Merritt Graham. You got 2 balls, 2 strikes. Be a big strikeout here, folks. Got him.
Nice pitch.
Yeah. Nice pitch there from Merritt Graham. Got a big time strikeout there for Garrett County.
Now batting number 3, Nathan Doyle.
Nathan Doyle comes to the plate for Danville. He is the starting second baseman, and he's batting .173 on the season. Danville just put a pitch runner in place. David, you're smarter than I am. I was thinking I needed to bring a jacket too. Man, it could get a little nippy here by the end of the night.
If this wind wasn't blowing, it wouldn't be so bad.
It'd be perfect, yeah.
I was going to wear shorts.
He was going to wear shorts, yeah.
So my body generates some heat, so I feel pretty comfortable that I'm going to be okay here. So again, Nathan Dole steps in for Danville, batting .173.
Strikeout here would be nice.
Strikeout would be big. Wouldn't give Danville an opportunity to get another run in. Big time first strike for Merritt Graham. Again, just like in football, we talk about playing ahead of the chains or getting behind the chains. It's the same way in baseball about the count. You want to be ahead of the count if you're batting, and you want to be ahead of the count. If you're a pitcher.
Absolutely. That first pitch is always really important. It's always the tone setter.
And Merritt kind of has him where he wants him here. 0-2 count.
Right over the outside of that plate, both pitches.
Got
Nice
him.
pitch.
Big time strikeout there from Merritt Graham. So, folks, at the end of the top of the first, Danville ends up scoring 2 runs. Garrett County 0. We'll be back with the bottom half of the first inning here on the Golden Line Sports Network.
Bob Allen is a proud sponsor of Garrett County Basketball. Shop Bob Allen for a winning selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, all deal-maker priced. Click and save today at boballenmotormall.com.
At Central Kentucky Federal Savings Bank, we understand the meaning of commitment, hard work, and extra effort. Just like our Golden and Lady Lion teams, we're proud to be part of the tradition that makes our community special. Central Kentucky Federal Savings Bank, your hometown friends, your hometown bank.
Welcome to the Digital Radio Nation, WMSM.
Are piles of paper cluttering your office? Old hard drives holding sensitive data? Let DocuBit come to the rescue. We're the trusted local experts in paper and hard drive destruction. Visit docubit.com for more information.
Welcome back to the BP Countryside Studio. We are live here with Garrett County baseball action tonight. I guess it's tonight. I guess we can call it tonight instead of today, right? So Danville scored 2 runs in the top of the first. Garrett is coming to the lineup, or coming to bat first here in the bottom of the first. David, what have you seen so far this season with Garrett County offensively? What are some keys to Garrett County putting some runs on the scoreboard here tonight?
Well, they absolutely can put runs on the scoreboard. That's the thing, is this team can get hot, and they can get hot quick. And when they do, they can run up the score very quickly. And Hayden Elliman coming up right now. He was a hero, of course, last week in Lincoln County's game, against Lincoln County here on this field. And
had some excitement that night.
Yeah, drove 2 runs in there in the bottom of the 7th inning to win, a walk-off double.
Let's go. I love hearing that. Jay, you talked a little bit about you've gotten into UK baseball this season. Yeah, so there's some parallels between this Garrett team and how they score runs on offense versus UK baseball, right?
Yeah, they're really built on getting somebody on and moving to the next guy. But I've seen Garrett play this year. They usually get at least one on the top 3, and they bring it to their power hitter, the 4-hole Logan Quinn, and I've seen him absolutely destroy balls this year in the few games I've watched. So I'm really looking forward to seeing him play tonight.
Well, Garrett's coming to the plate, down 2-0. Hayden Elliman, as David alluded to, is leading off for Garrett County. Hayden is batting .306 for the season. Folks, get used to it. Garrett County their bats have been on fire this season. Hayden puts it in play.
It's a good cut.
Hits it over to Cross from Danville. Cross throws it over to Moody, gets the first out for Danville. It's good contact. Got his bat on it, made good contact there.
This is a really good play by the third baseman there.
Jayden O comes to plate now for Garrett County, batting .348 on the year. David, one of the things we always like doing is trying to guess the walk-up songs. Do you have any idea what that song was?
I have no idea.
Now, Jabe's here.
I've got a negative too, man. I don't know.
I can assure you I don't even know my son's
Is that your
walk-up song. I don't know
playlist?
what that song is when he walks up either.
Is that your workout playlist? Is that what you're saying?
Not hardly.
Oh, we mentioned this earlier, but Fox Spears is on the mound for Danville. Has had an unbelievable season. Started 6 games, has an ERA of 1.25. Wow. So kind of getting it done for Danville on the mound as well.
I've noticed he bats left and he pitches right.
That's interesting, isn't it? One of the things I've got, if I can pull them out because of the wind, is Yogi Berra quotes. And one of his, and that reminds me of one. That's what Yogi Berra said. He bats right, throws left, he's amphibious. So he got a few things mixed up, didn't he? So Jayden fouls that pitch off there, counting now at 2-2. Again, bottom of the first inning here. Danville jumped up on Garrett County 2-0. Again, bottom of the first inning. 1 out for Garrett County. My goodness, that was pretty.
Yeah, that had some break to it.
That had some movement
a lot
on it.
of break on that ball.
Yeah. I mean, I'm glad he called it a ball, but it sure looked pretty good to me.
It did fall. It did fall. We have to keep in mind, though, it's where it crosses the plate.
Yeah, there you go. See, always spitting facts, David Meade.
Oh, there's a good shot. Let's see. Keep going.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about this.
It's gone.
Oh,
Nice.
all right, Jay. What's your call for a home run? I mean, this is your debut broadcast.
I don't have one yet. As long as it gets over the fence.
Are you like a Chris Berman? Back. It's out of here.
Heck of a hit there by Jay No.
That was beautiful.
Yeah, that was
especially
wild.
in 2-strike count. He really clutched up there.
2-strike count. And, man, Jaden, man, what a talented athlete Jaden No is. Saw Jaden on the hardwood. Great basketball player. It's great to see him on the baseball field as well, kind of getting it done. Merrick Graham coming to the plate now. Merrick is batting .327 on the year.
Good pitch.
Kind of starts the count with a strike. No balls, 1 strike now. One of the things I love about Merrick is, I mean, he always stays with an even keel. I mean, he's just really, has a lot of stability there. Never gets real excited, but he also never gets real down and low. So kind of has that even keel kind of personality, and it really allows him to kind of keep his emotions in check, so to speak.
But you have to, being a pitcher. You can't,
you
can't let that home run, and it'll affect the whole rest of your game.
That's a good point. That's why I couldn't play defense in high school football, Jay, because I'd get real emotional and just couldn't keep my assignment real well.
I'm the same way.
Yeah,
Don't worry
there you
about
go. Merrick has got a count now with 3 balls and 1 strike. Oh, Merrick puts a nice piece on it there. Kind of knocks it in the gap. It gets by. It gets by the left fielder. Merrick turns his wheels on there and comes in the second with a double. Shoots the arrow. Let's go.
Yeah, that's nice.
Nice.
They'll make you pay when you make a mistake.
I love it.
Absolutely.
Well, we talked about how talented of a pitcher that Fox Spears is. Again, he comes into the night with a 1.25 ERA. He started 6 games. Actually, he started 3 games. He's been involved in 6 games as a pitcher. Has 6 strikeouts. And has walked 11. So I think he sometimes struggles. I'm sorry, I was looking at the wrong one. He has 7 walks. So it's nice to see Garrett County putting a lot of pressure on the Danville pitcher. I tell you what, a good team, when they give up runs, comes back the very next inning and gets some of those runs back. And that's what we're seeing here.
You got to get the momentum back, and that's what they're doing. Because, as in every sport, the name of the game really is momentum indeed today.
So Logan Quinn steps up to the plate, batting .467 on the season. Are you kidding me?
Logan has been on fire here lately. Last few games, he has really been hitting the ball.
I think he's put together. Good strong body, good-looking athlete up there on the plate. I think Garrett's dugout is yelling hoorah. Look at this. Logan puts it in left field.
See if he sends him here. Oh, Holdman.
So Garrett, I think Garrett is pitch hitting. I'm sorry, pitch run. They got Trey Graham in running for Merrick Graham. As a pitcher, you can kind of pitch run for him there. So
see if we can get one more and play.
Let's go.
The game up.
Let's keep going. Zach Stacy steps in, batting .421. My goodness, Garrett gets it done in the plate. Again, folks, we have 1 out. Bottom of the first inning. Garrett has runners on first and third. Wind's starting to die down a little bit.
I'm just thinking the same thing.
All right, let's go. Ball's kind of hit to short. Garrett wants to avoid a double play here.
Oh, he got him.
Yep, he got him. So
nice
good play
turn.
by Danville, kind of turning the double play to kind of end the inning for Garrett County. Garrett County does score 1 run at the end of the first inning. Danville 2, Garrett County 1. We'll be back for the second inning here on the Golden Line Sports Network.
Hey, I'm Micah Wade. I'm a lender at First Southern National Bank in Lancaster. I'm excited to serve the Garrett County community. Good luck to all of our athletes this season. Go Lions.
Danville Office Equipment is proud to be the area's premier partner in providing office solutions and supplies. From businesses, schools, to home offices, we take pride in helping our neighbors be more productive. Danville Office Equipment, Danville, Lebanon, and Somerset.
Buy local, eat well at Mark's Berry Farm. From our restaurant, butcher shop, to our wholesale meat sales, our passion for healthy food and environmental stewardship shows in everything we do. Come taste for yourself or shop online. See our story at marksberryfarm.com.
At Farmers National Bank, we understand the unique needs of our community, whether personal banking, business banking, or agriculture. We're here with you every step of the way, enhancing lives and empowering communities. Farmers National Bank, your lifetime bank.
We are back here on the BP Countryside Studio. Garrett County Baseball here on the Golden Line Sports Network. We're heading to the top of the second inning. Danville 2, Garrett County 1. Jay, what do you think so far?
Very even game. Danville jumped on them in the first inning, and Garrett County punched back. So I'm looking to see how the last 6 innings are going to go. I think it'll be a really good game.
And David, throughout the year, we've seen this Garrett County team kind of have perseverance and grit and kind of keep fighting, even if they get down a little bit during the game.
Absolutely, that's one thing you've seen. That's kind of a change from last year. That last year's team was really, really good, but if they got down, sometimes they struggle. But this team just buckles down and seems to fight when they get down.
So, folks, I am going to try to catch up on a little bit of our shout-outs. We do love shouting out. Elijah Jones. Man, I tell you, Elijah always checks in. He's almost one of our always first-time check-ins. So
one of our big fans. Yeah.
I appreciate you, Elijah. Appreciate you checking in, saying good evening. Brandon McGlone, great to see Main Street Media at tonight's district game. Don't outshine your neighbor, Joe Mathis. Hey, Jabe has already talked about Joe's voice. I mean, he said neither Jeff, Scott, or I have our man Joe Mathis's voice here beside us.
No, I didn't say that. He has a really good voice, though. If only we could all be like his voice all day.
I got you. There ain't no doubt about that. So number 4, Dylan Kruver is stepping in for Danville. Dylan is batting 191 for the year. He's a starting left fielder here today tonight. I keep saying today and tonight for Danville. You got 1 ball and 2 strikes here for Merritt Graham. Be nice to kind of get started here with an out on the leadoff batter.
Absolutely. I think when he gets the momentum, he's going to settle and he's going to be all right.
Pitch was low. You got 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
That one was pretty close there.
It was pretty close. You think he can hear us if we say it was a good call or bad call?
I've always wondered how hard an umpire's job will be because you're looking over top of it.
Yeah,
I don't think that'd be a job for me.
I tell you, David, if I stood crouched down like that, I don't know if I could walk the next morning.
Oh, I know I could.
I have some respect for that, no doubt about that. Emily Pruitt's watching here saying, way to go, Jay. She was watching as Jay knocked it out of the park for Garrett County in the bottom of the first. Merritt gets a strikeout there to start the top of the second. Again, Danville 2, Garrett County 1. You got the leadoff batter in the lineup coming back for Danville, KJ Dismew. If I'm not mistaken, Merrick struck him out to start the game here today. Man, that ball's got a lot of movement on it. It almost looks like a wiffle ball, don't it? I'll tell you this. I'm fascinated with the game of baseball. And, I do think hitting a baseball might be one of the hardest things to do in sports.
100% agree. I've always looked at how people compare how hard sports, and baseball always seems to be number 1 unanimously. I couldn't agree more.
Just the way the ball moves, the speed of the ball. And, I mean, you're, 60 feet away? Isn't that the pitching mound is 60 feet away?
Coming in at 100 miles per hour.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it amazes me that they're able to do that. Whoa. That ball has some movement on there. My goodness. Ooh. So, again, you got the leadoff batter here for Danville, the original lineup here, batting 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, top of the second inning. Got him. Merritt's kind of settling in now.
Yep.
So no doubt about that. Big strike out there for Merritt Graham. Now we've got 2 outs here in the top of the second. The 2-hole batter, Hayden Foster, steps into the plate. Hayden kind of got this thing going for Danville and kind of afforded Danville the opportunity to kind of score 2 runs there in the top of the first inning. Hayden hits it
Solid
high.
shot.
Yeah, hits it deep. Yeah. Over the head.
It's a nice cut.
Yeah. Over the head of Bo Ray there, but Bo doing a great job of hustling, getting the ball, kind of getting it in, and kind of limiting into a double right there.
Absolutely. That was fantastic.
Yep.
He got it on 2 hops and got it right back in. He's probably saved a triple there.
So Spears stepping into the lineup. Again, Spears is the starting pitcher here tonight for Danville. Again, batting .608 for the year. Merrick walked him, if I'm not mistaken, in the first
Did you
inning.
say 608?
608 is what I said. And James says he's leading the state in batting average. I mean, you would think so if you're batting 608.
I haven't seen nobody that high in a long time.
I think I bat that at the dinner table.
What is that, over 50% by far?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I wasn't a math teacher, but it is, 608's over 50%. So Merrick challenging Spears. Spears fouling that ball off. No balls, 1 strike. Nice job there by Braden Pointer getting it over and kind of blocking that. Kind of keeping Foster for Danville at second base. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Good pitch.
Man, fouls it off and kind of fouls it off his foot.
That has to hurt.
That can't feel good. David, did you play baseball?
I did.
In high school?
I did,
Yeah.
up until my sophomore year.
Okay. Man, that can't feel good.
I'm always wondering how they take the hit so well.
Oh, my
to get up
gosh.
to first base.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Tough. These guys are tough.
Absolutely.
1 ball, 2 strikes. You kind of got strength on strength there. Graham going at Spears.
Whoa. Nice save.
I mean, it's so windy. Merrick Graham's having a hard time keeping his hat on his head. So one of the things I like, and I think, it'd be interesting to see what Merrick does here, but one of the things when you have a high pitch like that is you kind of change the eye level of the batter. So it's all about changing eye levels. So it'd be interesting to see if Merrick kind of goes low here after he went high. Kind of full count here. 3 balls, 2 strikes. A couple Garrett County fans kind of thought that might be the 3rd strike there. Again, top of the 2nd, Danville 2, Garrett 1.
Good empty base there, wasn't it?
Yeah, I
Terrible
agree.
decision.
I agree. No reason to really challenge Spears. You kind of feel good. You go after him. If not, you put him on the base there.
2 outs too, so you're one play away from getting out of it.
So Gale comes up to the plate. Again, Gale is batting .444 on the year. Kind of had a hit in the top of the first inning. Runners on first and second for Danville. 2 outs. Be a big out for Garrett County, kind of get out of this inning. Starts Gale off going high. 1 ball, no strikes. Merrick steps off the plate.
One of those break moments where he just
well,
one step off.
And I was going to say that, that's kind of what makes baseball so unique. There's so many things involved in the game.
Yep.
So, you do that to kind of keep that runner as close to second base as you can. So if the ball does get hit in the outfield, you kind of limit his opportunity to kind of come around and score. So it's kind of the game within the game, so to speak.
Absolutely.
Merritt comes back with a strike. You got 1 ball, 1 strike. Ball is hit right up the middle.
Nice.
Nice great play by Neff
Neff.
right there. Kind of limits the ball getting in the outfield and getting a run scored by Danville. Steps on second base and ends the top of the second inning for Danville. We're going to the bottom of the second. Danville 2, Garrett 1. We'll be right back on the Goal Line Sports Network.
Sutton Pharmacy, friendly service from people you know. Generations of serving our community, immunization immunizations, prescriptions, and so much more. Sutton Pharmacy, friendly service from people you know.
What makes Whitaker Bank uniquely Kentucky?
We're here to provide you friendly expert service on a wide range of products.
We're your neighbors, committed to investing in our community.
Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky.
Hey, I'm Maria Montgomery, and you're watching Main Street Media TV.
Welcome back as we're coming into the bottom of the second inning. The Admirals jumped out on the Lions 2-1, but the Lions are going to reback some momentum here, and we're going to see what we got going on.
So, we saw that, Jay. We saw the in the first inning, Danville comes out and scores 2 runs. Garrett comes to the plate and gets a run back on, kind of gets one of those runs back. That's really important to kind of have that fight back.
Yeah, absolutely. I think they got it in them. Graham really settled in there, and this offense is really dangerous, and as soon as they get going, it might be wrapped.
Yeah, and David, you alluded to this at the beginning of the game, man. This offense can be lethal with the batting average. They get on base. One of the things that really jumped out at me in preparing for this game is the amount of stolen bases that this team does. So this team does a masterful job at getting on the base and kind of getting runners in scoring position and getting them in.
They absolutely do. They try to get out, make sure they avoid force outs as much as possible. And when they get hot, like I said. But usually that's about the 4th or 5th inning we see them really come to life.
Let's get this thing going here. So Neff had a great play on defense to kind of end that inning. One of the things a lot of times when you have a good defensive play, it's nice to transfer over and kind of have a nice kind of go to the plate for some offensive momentum. Tavian Neff steps in for Garrett County, starting shortstop, batting .231 on the year. Really talented pitcher as well. Hits the ball to short.
Took a hop.
Shortstop for Danville is Hayden Foster. Catches it, throws it over to Moody to get the ground out. 1 out, bottom of the second.
Made a routine play look, or a non-routine play look very routine there.
Yeah, that happens a lot in baseball. I tell you, you got 2 talented players, no doubt about that. So Bo Ray stepping to the lineup, or stepping to the plate for Garrett County, starting right fielder. Batting .300 on the year. Danville doing a good job. Throw kind of brought Moody off the bag a little bit though, but Moody did a good job of kind of stepping off the bag, catching it, and kind of tagging Bo Ray out there. Braden Pointer stepping to the plate for Garrett County. Braden is a starting catcher, batting .240 on the season. Braden can get it done behind the plate. Really good defensive stop for Garrett County.
Braden's done an excellent job last year. J.T. Parsons got hurt, and he had to step in, and he's done an excellent job behind the plate.
Spears starts him off with a strike. No balls, 1 strike. Wind's still blowing, but it has died down a little bit. At least I can hear each other talk. As soon as I say that, a gust comes.
Yeah. Jinxes.
It's like somebody blowing in your ear the whole time.
There you go. Yeah, there you go. 1 ball, 1 strike, bottom of the second. Danville 2, Garrett County 1. We mentioned Brandon McGlone earlier, kind of checking us in. Man, appreciate everything that Brandon does to really kind of cover all Garrett County sports. He's kind of a fixture at all the sports and works really hard to kind of shine a light on all of our athletes.
Absolutely. In my 4 years here, he's done a great job of covering all the sports.
He's kind of everywhere. Yeah, no doubt about that.
Couldn't be more thankful for him.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Pointer at the plate, bottom of the second. Good job by Pointer being having eye discipline. That's what I talk a lot about in sports, is having that eye discipline, kind of realizing when the pitch is going to be a little short, and done a good job of not swinging.
Something's smelling good over there behind the
come on now, Jeff. I mean, don't be doing me like that. You know what I just heard, guys? He's going to buy us dinner.
That's all right there, yeah.
If I could just step away from this camera.
I just got a good whiff of it too, Jeff. It does smell. Was that tenderloin or something?
Yeah, something smells good.
I was notorious during a basketball game of stepping away and eating a tenderloin and leaving you and Scott.
Was it worth it?
Oh, yeah, every bit it was worth it. Braden put the ball in play there. Oh, yeah.
That was close.
Yeah, that was close. The throw was a little high. Again, Moody, I think Moody being so tall is a really big target there for the Danville infielders. Moody catching it, kind of bringing it down and kind of tagging Pointer out. So we're heading to the top of the third inning. Again, Danville 2, Garrard County 1. We'll be right back for baseball action here on the Golden Line Sports Network.
Sutton Pharmacy, friendly service from people you know. Generations of serving our community, immunizations, prescriptions, and so much more. Sutton Pharmacy, friendly service from people you know.
What makes Whitaker Bank uniquely Kentucky?
We're here to provide you friendly expert service on a wide range of products.
We're your neighbors, committed to investing in our community.
Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky.
Hey, I'm Maria Montgomery, and you're watching Main Street Media TV.
Welcome back to the BP Countryside Studio here for Garrard County baseball action. We're heading to the top of the third inning. Danville 2, Garrard County 1. We've got some good music playing in the background. The wind is starting to die down just a little bit. I wanted to give a shout out to Garrard Middle School. The head honcho of Garrard Middle School, Dr. Nichols, has kind of checked in and said that Garrard County Middle School softball is all tied up in the third inning with Caudill. It's 8th grade night, and the team is playing with some grit tonight. So let's get going with Garrard Middle School softball. You kind of got a little vested interest in that as well,
I'm
David.
a little biased in that one as well, yes.
So talk to us a little bit about the Garrard Middle School softball. What kind of season it's been? Kind of some things that's been going on this year.
It's been a rough season this year. I mean, it's kind of a rebuilding year for them, but they've done okay, and they actually won their first game the other night.
Oh, I bet that was fun.
The other team. It was good, and it sounds like they're playing good tonight. My daughter Kara, she plays right field and second base for them. I think she's playing second tonight. But
well, let's go. Good luck. Let's finish strong, Cougars. So Ford steps up to the plate for Danville. Ford comes into the matchup batting .250, starting right fielder. Ford hits it. Oh. Really kind of a high pop fly here. Man, I tell you, Jabe, you talked about that a little bit earlier. That can't be real easy.
No, there's no way. I don't know how they make it look so easy, but they do, well, especially guiding the sun.
Oh, yeah, Jay Knows out there fighting the sun, fighting the wind, and kind of puts it away for Garrard County.
Ball carried really, really well.
He really did. I think the key to tonight is kind of getting the ball up in the air and letting the wind do its job.
The wind is doing a lot.
He had a really good first jump there, too. That really put him in play for it.
Moody steps up to the plate for Danville. Moody kind of had a kind of a bloop single there, kind of a CNI single, I think is what they call them, in the top of the first inning to kind of get a run in for Danville. Merrick gets a big strike there. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ball's outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Jay, we're going to talk to David probably in about the 4th inning about some things that's went on with this legislature in the legislative season, our session. But we've talked a lot about facilities. Ball gets hit hard to Neff. Neff collects it, throws it over to Quinn for a second out for Garrett County. But talk to us from a student standpoint. We've talked a lot about what these upcoming facilities mean for the program, the community, our students. I know you're not going to get to play on them.
Yeah,
right?
That's the bad part.
but kind of talk about the excitement level and what it means.
It's everything. Cause thank you to the Board of Education who funded it and everything. But it's a new start for everybody. We're upgrading. We're getting probably some of the best facilities in the district, maybe, with everything brand new: the baseball, the softball, and the football field, which the soccer will get to play on too, which will be really nice. But yeah, it is going to be very nice, and the students are very excited for it. So
I'm sure being in school and kind of seeing a little bit of progress each day. I'm sure there was probably some talk when they put the press box in place a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, that's all we talked about all day.
Oh yeah, and then the scoreboards were delivered.
I did see that today.
Yeah.
I did see the scoreboards today, and I told some of my buddies about it, and it's getting there. I don't know when the exact date is.
Well, they're still saying the fall of. This fall. The weather's been pretty good for the construction crew. I think they've worked really good, worked really hard. And folks, we'll talk a little bit more about that as we're going. We're really excited about everything that's ahead for the Garrett County Athletic Program, Garrett County High School in general. So Graham ends the inning with a strikeout. We're going to the bottom of the third. Danville 2, Garrett County 1. Listen to Garrett County Baseball on the Golden Line Sports Network.
Bob Allen is a proud sponsor of Garrett County Basketball. Shop Bob Allen for a winning selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, all dealmaker priced. Click and save today at boballenmotormall.com.
At Central Kentucky Federal Savings Bank, we understand the meaning of commitment, hard work, and extra effort. Just like our Golden and Lady Lion teams, we're proud to be part of the tradition that makes our community special. Central Kentucky Federal Savings Bank, your hometown friends, your hometown bank.
Welcome to the Digital Radio Nation, WMSM.
Are piles of paper cluttering your office? Old hard drives holding sensitive data? Let DocuBit come to the rescue. We're the trusted local experts in paper and hard drive destruction. Visit docubit.com for more information.
Welcome back to the BP Countryside Studio for Garrett County baseball action for tonight's district matchup here. We're heading to the bottom of the third inning. Danville 2, Garrett County 1. We've got a certain Meade stepping up to the plate here, David.
We do.
So what do we expect here with this plate appearance? Hit it hard, run fast?
That's what we're hoping for.
Well, if he hits it real hard, he don't have to run too fast. He can try to run the bases.
Right, that's the way I like to do it.
Yeah.
All right, Caleb Meade stepping up to the plate for Garrett County. We talked about Spears being just a really talented pitcher for Danville, but Garrett County's done a good job of putting the ball in action here, kind of putting the bat on the ball, and seen Danville throw a couple of passes there, or a couple throws there to first base a little high. So Garrett County needs to keep putting the ball in play, and good things are going to happen for this offense.
Absolutely. This team, I know that when they practice, at least what Caleb says is they practice at some very high speeds off the pitching machine, so they're used to seeing a lot of high-speed pitches.
Oh, that's good. That's a good contact right there. Little in front of it.
Yep.
You got 1 ball, 2 strikes. Caleb Meade at the plate for Garrett County. Again, we're in the bottom of the third inning. Danville 2, Garrett County 1. Ball got loose from the catcher. Oh, there we go. Exactly what we talked about, folks. Excellent.
Good job by staying to the plate, too.
Oh, yeah.
Got him first base.
That's right. Again, that's a play you just never give up on, right?
Yep.
Now batting number 6.
So the ball got loose from the catcher, Gale. Me doing a great job of getting them. Does he get that speed after you, David?
I can still outrun him.
You're better than me because I can't outrun mine in high school. Oh, man. Leadoff hitter for Garrett County, Hayden Elliman, stepping up to the lineup. If I'm not mistaken, Hayden did a good job of really kind of having some good contact in his first plate appearance.
He did. That was a good pitch right there. It looked like it had some really good break on it.
Hey, Judy Gardner's checked in saying, hi, y'all from Rome. Well, she says Georgia. We always just say Rome. Win in Rome, right? So Hayden Elliman hits it to third. Third baseman bobbles the ball.
Nice.
Folks, this is what we've been talking about.
Got some momentum here.
I mean, just Garrett County getting the ball on the ground, hustling, putting a lot of game pressure on the defense against Danville, playing small ball, right? That's right.
Put the ball in play and make them make the play.
That's right. That's right. Again, this is the same thing you see a lot with University of Kentucky, having the great baseball season. Again, just putting the ball in play, putting pressure on the defense. Jaden O steps up to the plate. Jaden knocked it out of the park with his first appearance.
Looked like a sack bunt right there.
Head coach T. Ellis. I'll tell you right now about T. Ellis. That guy loves baseball.
He does love baseball.
My goodness. He loves baseball. Again, we mentioned this in the pregame, but got married during baseball season. So
and had all his players there. So.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to give his wife Chelsea a lot of credit.
Remember the day we did the preseason show?
Oh yeah, I mean he had surgery the night before, got released from the hospital that morning.
Came to the show.
Yeah, came and done it, and then he went to practice that right
after. Practice, he sure did.
A little tougher than I am. I mean, that's Scott Boland tough. Is kind of what I say. You know?
Yeah.
So Jaden fails off that bunt attempt. You got 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runners on first and second, no outs. You probably don't try to sacrifice now.
You probably don't bunt at this point.
That's right. Folks that don't know, if you try bunt and it's foul on 2 strikes, that's a strikeout.
It's one way to make your coach mad right there.
Oh, yeah.
Good eye.
Good eye discipline. But Judy Gardner, we do appreciate you listening. One of our loyal followers there, so appreciate you checking tonight's broadcast out. Again, 2 balls, 2 strikes, bottom of the third, Danville 2, Garrett County 1. You have no outs. A good opportunity here for Garrett County.
That's where they strike right here.
There you go. Pitch is high. Jaden doing a good job being disciplined at the plate. 3 balls, 2 strikes. You think he's going to get a good pitch to hit here. You know that Spears don't want to walk the bases loaded here with Merrick Graham coming to plate. Jaden pops it up. Dismuke for Danville catches that there in center field. For 1 out for Danville. Garrett County, Merrick Graham is stepping to the plate. Again, runners on first and second. I know that walk-up song. I got that one. I'm not sure what the name of it is, but
it's been around a while.
Yeah, and I might not want to pronounce it if I do know it.
Okay, the popcorn started to smell good,
too.
That's
Come on,
bad
Jeff.
sign.
What are you doing? I started to diet, Jeff. It's going so well, I've gained 2 pounds so far.
At least you're consistent.
Consistent.
Congrats.
Yeah. I tell my wife, I've invested in this body quite a bit here in the last couple
Saying
of
if you
years.
hadn't gone on the diet, you might have gained 5. Is that what you're saying?
See, I like that, David. Always looking on the positive side.
There
I
you
like it. I like it. So Merrick Graham's got no balls, 1 strike. Outside. Good call by the umpire. 1 ball, 1 strike. We've kind of got a good bird's eye view. We
can see the plate very well.
We can probably give him feedback if it's a ball or a strike.
I'm sure he'll take it.
Yeah. Well, if he's going to listen to me, I guarantee Garrett County's going to win tonight.
Ooh, that was a little high.
Goodness gracious.
Man, I don't know about that.
Yeah, I think Merrick's a little frustrated there as well. I think Merrick's thinking, you need to give that to me and I'm on the mound too. I think if you're 6'3" or 4, that's probably a strike. If not, probably what? 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Ooh, that looked
2 high balls in a row there.
Yeah, sure is. Big strike out there for Spears. Quinn coming to the bat for Garrett County. Quinn singled his last plate appearance. We talked about Quinn being on fire, so it's a big plate appearance here for Quinn and Garrett County. Bottom of the third, Danville 2, Garrett County 1. Again, runners on first and second, 2 outs.
It'd be nice to retake the lead here.
Yes, it would. Jay, are you calling it Jay Moore?
I hope so.
All right. Scott does that every now and then. In football, he'll call it if we're going to score a touchdown or not. He's rarely right.
He makes a lot of calls too, don't he?
Kind of jinxing him.
He's listening, I'm sure.
I'm sure he is.
Yeah, he's listening, all right.
Ooh.
Good job of Quinn. Kind of making him throw him a strike.
It looked high. Hopefully Graham gets those calls whenever he's on the mound.
Oh, I agree with that. Got to be consistent, right?
Yep, that's all. It's really all it is in the umpire.
1 ball, 1 strike. Off-speed pitch gets Quinn swinging there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Judy Gardner says you're doing a great job, buddy.
Taylor, thank you.
So there you go. Again, Jabe Moore, senior at Garrett County High School, is joining us on a broadcast here tonight. Jabe is expressing interest in going into sports broadcasting, so probably change his mind after tonight doing this with me and Jeff Jacobs here. But
no, sir. Couldn't ask for anybody better.
Ball's outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Doubt Spears wants to go to a full count here, so probably going to give Quinn something good to hit. Quinn has been on fire at the plate for Garrett County.
Yeah, with 2 outs here, I wouldn't be surprised they pitch around him here.
Hits it to short. Foster gets it. Throws it to second baseman Doyle for the out. Heading to the top of the 4th inning. Danville 2, Garrett County 1. We come back, we're going to talk a little bit about the legislative session with State Representative David Mead. So we'll be back for baseball action here as we're heading to the top of the 4th inning on the Golden Line Sports Network.
Hey, I'm Micah Wade. I'm a lender at First Southern National Bank in Lancaster. I'm excited to serve the Garrett County community. Good luck to all of our athletes this season. Go Lions.
Danville Office Equipment is proud to be the area's premier partner in providing office solutions and supplies. From businesses, schools, to home offices, we take pride in helping our neighbors be more productive. Danville Office Equipment, Danville, Lebanon, and Somerset.
Buy local, eat well at Mark's Berry Farm. From our restaurant, butcher shop, to our wholesale meat sales, our passion for healthy food and environmental stewardship shows in everything we do. Come taste for yourself or shop online. See our story at marksberryfarm.com.
At Farmers National Bank, we understand the unique needs of our community, whether personal banking, business banking, or agriculture. We're here with you every step of the way, enhancing lives and empowering communities. Farmers National Bank, your lifetime bank.
Nathan Doyle.
Welcome back to the Golden Line Sports Network here for Garrett County baseball action. We're heading to the top of the 4th inning, this district showdown here. Danville 2, Garrett County 1. Doyle stepping up to the plate, leading off this inning for Danville. David, let's talk a little bit about some of the work that the legislature has done. It was a budget year. So, anytime it's a budget year, a lot of that work that you all do is kind of centered around, I'm glad that's here. I'm not a real jumpy, but yeah, I'm a little jumpy there. But, when it's a budget year, I mean, not all the work, but a lot of the work is centered around that budget.
Absolutely.
Right. So, talk to it a little bit about, you had the pleasure to speak to the Garrett County Chamber of Commerce today. A strikeout there for Graham. They kind of lead off this top of the 4th inning. Kruger is stepping to the plate for Danville, starting left fielder, batting 191. But kind of give us a little bit some of those highlights that you talk, because you're not an individual that, you don't like patting yourself on the back, or you don't like all the fame and all that stuff. But David, what you've done this session, representing Garrett and Lincoln County, is just unbelievable. And you have listened not only to your constituents, but you've advocated for it. And man, you've gotten some unbelievable things heading to the districts that you represent.
Well, I appreciate you saying that. But yes, most of that focus is on that budget. That is our one constitutional duty in the budget year, and so we start that about July the year before working on that, getting everything prepared, and then came in and passed a really good budget, one that we are very conservative with. We spent money in education where we drastically increased SEEK funding and transportation funding in education. You know how important that transportation funding is. And we funded transportation at 100%, which is huge for our rural districts especially. We did a lot of things with teacher pay raises. I think you announced just the other day, Caleb, that you and Superintendent Kevin Stoll said that you're going to give a 4% raise.
Our board voted on it last week.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And 4% raise teachers this year.
And that's because of the work that you all was able to kind of provide for the school district. Absolutely.
And hopefully, there's a possibility that could see some more next year. And I think we're moving in the right track, giving teachers additional pay, which is due to them. And then also, we've had issues with teacher recruitment, so we did some teacher recruitment issues this year with student loan forgiveness programs. If you go into that program, you stay as a teacher in the state of Kentucky for a certain amount of years, they will forgive that debt. But then we did some things that are very important to our district individually. We had a spending bill. It was House Bill 1 this year. That's where we spent one-time monies, and Garrett County got $7 million over the next 2 years for renovation of their schools, whatever projects you guys think that are necessary. There's $7 million coming for that. Then there's $13 million coming to the district. That's hopefully will help out with the high school and some of the things that are going on out there as well.
So, Jeff, can we keep it here? Let's just can we keep it here?
Absolutely.
So one of the things, David, and I want to kind of back up some of those numbers that are and some of those things that you just mentioned is, for folks that do not know, transportation historically has not been fully funded.
Right.
And I think prior to this budget cycle, the average transportation was funded about 60%.
You're correct.
So, folks, that is a huge deal for school districts, going from 60% funding to 100% being fully funded. So that is a gigantic deal of work that the legislature has done. Second thing is this SEEK increase that David has mentioned. What that does is that puts money into the general fund for school districts. And one of the things, David, that I'll tip my hat and really appreciate is then that allows local school districts to make decisions what's best for them. So it's not restricted funds. It's not one-time monies. I mean, it's money for things that can be recurring expenses and allows local decision makers kind of make those decisions.
Absolutely, and that's where the decisions are made best, at the local level. You guys know what you need the most here, and so we try to put that money in your hands and let you make those decisions. We also did some things with road money this year for Garrett County. We've got US 27 that's now in the budget to be fully completed over the next 6 years. Hopefully that will move along well.
Big deal for Garrett County.
I think a total of about $157 million in the road plan for Garrett County this year, which includes part of 52 going towards Danville. So we're working hard to try to improve Garrett County, Lincoln County, the entire district.
Yeah, we really appreciate that. Merritt Graham kind of putting them down 3 up, 3 down for Danville there in the top of the 4th inning. Garrett County coming to plate here in the bottom of the 4th. Zach Stacy is leading off for Garrett County. David, you also mentioned a lot about some economic development, and you've kind of got this triangulation, this collaboration between Garrett County, Rockcastle, and Lincoln County, and kind of the investment that the legislature has made to kind of bring economic growth and have an economic footprint and impact in this region.
That's truly been a team effort. A couple years ago in the last budget, Josh Bray, who was the state representative here, of course, redistricted Rockcastle and Pulaski County. Josh and I worked very hard together last budget cycle to get $20 million in for a major gas line that's going from Stanford to Rockcastle County for the purpose of economic development. One of the promises that I asked for as I started working on it, as I said, if I'm going to work on this, I would ask that those 3 counties would go in together and partner on an industrial development site. A mega site. A mega site is one that is 600 acres or more that's going to attract large companies to the area. We have the opportunity to purchase 1,400 acres in Rockcastle County that will be partnered with Lincoln and Garrett County. And we are going to have an opportunity. Right now we're talking to a company that could possibly be bringing about 1,200 jobs over the next 2 years.
Wow.
So there's
1,200 jobs in this region is a big deal.
It's generational changing.
Yes, it is
what
generational
it is. If we can get those companies, it's just a matter of time. One of those companies will eventually come. Told Chamber of Commerce today. If you saw in the media a few months ago, Toyota chose to go build their new site in North Carolina. Actually, Rockcastle County was in the running for that, which was about 1,400 jobs at the time. So they have put themselves on the map.
Yeah.
And Site Selector has said that this site is one of the top 15 sites in the nation.
Wow.
And we just purchased, or getting ready to hopefully purchase, a piece of property that has rail on it, and that will put us as one of the top 5 sites in the nation.
So Donnelly Barnes has checked in saying, thank you, David. It will sure help with the economic development in the county.
Absolutely.
I echo that, Donnelly, no doubt about that. Zach Stacy leads off the bottom of the 4th with a single to center field. On first base, Neff steps up to the plate here for Garrett County, has worked a 2-1 count. Garrett County trying to put a little pressure on Danville's defense, kind of get this game tied up here as the game is in the bottom of the 4th inning.
Good butt.
Good butt.
Oh, there we
trouble.
go.
Trouble. Third baseman for Danville Cross kind of mishandles the man. Are you stinking kidding me? This guy's eating popcorn.
No, wait a minute. I got you all a bag. It's coming.
Hopefully it was $1 a bag because you only had $2.
You are correct, sir.
Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? So, hey, Jeff Pizzuto's checked in saying LMU is a great school. All the best to Merrick. No doubt about that. And I tell you, you talking about Sydney Pizzuto, absolutely. No, I'm sorry, Katie Pizzuto. I love those Pizzuto girls. So Katie Pizzuto just, I think, is finishing this year at LMU. And, man, what a great representation of Garrett County. The Pizzuto name is just one of those foundational names here in Garrett County. So Jeff Pizzuto knows all about LMU, and Merrick Graham is going to have a great experience down there.
Another one.
Yeah, Bo Ray kind of puts the ball on the ground for Danville.
Nice.
Look at this.
Sacrifice bunt.
Yeah, that's what you do, folks.
He caught him unexpected there. The
Put
second
the
baseman did not know to cover first.
That's right. Put the ball on the ground. You put a lot of game pressure on the Danville defense. Of course, our producer is eating popcorn as we're doing this broadcast.
Put it in play, they'll eventually make errors.
That's right. That's right. No doubt about that.
Bases loaded, no outs.
Bases loaded, no outs, bottom of the 4th. Danville 2, Garrett County 1. Garrett County has a big-time opportunity here to put some runs on the scoreboard. Braden Pointer stepping to the plate for Garrett County. Just need contact here. Put the ball in the ground, you're going to at least get a run, right?
Good take there by Pointer.
Hey, shout out to the great lunch we had today.
Oh, my goodness.
Prepared by
Garrett County Culinary
There
Students.
you go.
You know, that's the one thing I miss about being a high school principal. When I smelled them cooking in the kitchen, I always did walkthroughs in those classrooms.
The students did an excellent job.
They sure did.
I'm walking by those classes every day. I'm just wishing I could get some. Just the smell, it lingers through the hallway. It's great.
Hey, how about our man Sean Sinkhorn checking in saying, oh, yeah. So, Sean, appreciate you checking us in, man. Been praying for your family, brother. So continue your prayers for you. Love you, buddy. Hang in there.
Speaking of lunch day, that
look at this guy right
phenomenal today as well.
Here you go, Jay. Oh, man.
I saw you eating it, too. So
yeah,
that
no.
Part of the 2 pounds you're talking about.
I just had 2 servings of My daughter was making fun of me, David, because I am off popping sweets for 40 days. But I keep eating seconds for dinner.
I got you.
Evens it out.
I can have popcorn, but how can you broadcast the game, Jeff?
Well, that's in between innings. You guys get a handful in between innings, and you'll be all right. It's called a volume knob.
Yeah, it's Operation Let's Fit in My Britches a little bit easier. So it's what I've kind of entertained here. Again, Garrett County got bases loaded, no outs.
Oh, good pitch there. It broke a little bit to the left and got it right on the outside.
Yeah, it was on the outside. I was thinking it might be on the outside, but we'll see.
Now batting number 10.
Hey, Caleb Meade coming up to the plate in a big-time spot for Garrett County. Again, you got bases loaded, 1 out, bottom of the 4th, district showdown here. Danville 2, Garrett County 1. Hey, I like that walk-up music, David. Yeah. I could think a young David Meade was kind of listening to that in Moreland, Kentucky back in the day.
I'm not sure about that either.
Playing basketball in the Moreland gym. We're crossing the railroad tracks, right?
All we had was boom boxes back then.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
We were getting a whole lot of music out of those.
I remember a boom box. We had a Walkman. Remember when the Walkmans come out? We thought that was a big deal. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Jeff would comment, but he's eating popcorn right now.
It's a good take. Oh.
Man, he's giving them that outside pitch. To me, that looked outside. And we're sitting to the outside of the plate, so if we think it's outside, it probably is really outside.
Yeah, that one looked like it was in the other batter box, actually.
1 ball, 2 strike. Bases loaded for Garrett County.
Nice.
Caleb doing a good job of fighting off a good pitch.
Way to protect there. When you
That's
get
right.
2 strikes, you just got to protect.
That's right. Keep fouling off good pitches. Tire the pitcher out.
He'll make a mistake eventually.